Hello, and welcome to Make Sure It's Closed by corpsepile. So, this is described as being a game about a childhood fear, and it's also described as being a few seconds long. So, let's, play and see what's up with a several second long video game. I am wearing headphones, so I've accommodated the recommendation. Dear Alex, Mom and I went to dinner with the Russells. The fuse in the garage is broken, so the motion sensor might make the garage door get stuck. Make sure it's closed before you go inside. We left you some money for pizza. See you soon and be safe. Love, Dad. I clicked, but nothing was happening. It's because it's doing a very cinematic back away, because I guess it's time for us to close the door. So we see the car. We can see there's nothing out there. We can see, a workbench, family workbench, some shelves, probably overstuffed, very gray car. Not much to look at. Not much we want to look away. I mean, we don't want to look away from the door. Perhaps if something were to appear, we want to be ready. But all we can do is push the button. Yeah, the motion sensor got stuck. It happens sometimes. I mean, we can't exactly see. Maybe something's behind the car. But, it's probably unlikely. It's closing most of the way. Oh, hey, something. We saw something this time. Something was stopping the door from closing all the way. Is it going to be cheeky and poke it in again at the last... Oh, no, see it? It didn't poke its head in at the last moment. The power just went out. I can see a little bit of red just beyond the wall. I'm unable to move. There's nothing I can do. I could hammer the button in the hopes that the power turns back on and the door shuts. But whatever's standing there does seem intent on keeping the door open. There's not much I can do about that. Luckily, the power's turned back on. And it's moved away, but the door is opening. I'm hitting the button and it's closed. There we go. The door is closing. It's gone away. Oh no, it's in. That's what it is. Hello. Well, you're different. It was different than I thought. Honestly, I was expecting, based on the red and the hoof-like things, I thought it'd be like a more devil-esque thing, but that was a very strange monster. Shadow being Big Smile. So that was Make Sure It's Closed. It's described as being a childhood fear. Now, I had a lot of childhood fears of just don't want to be in the dark. And it was never a specific fear, but I imagine for corpsepile that, maybe they had this very specific image of a monster. I really hope that monster was based off of something they drew as a kid that maybe bothered them. Like, oh no, that's the thing that's going to stop the garage door from opening. Maybe the garage door, stopped closing at one time and it freaked them the hell out. We all had a lot of childhood fears. There's one childhood fear, and this was a short little experience. They shared theirs. I'll share mine. A childhood fear of mine, and this one's wild. This one's gonna get buck wild because oh yeah, sure, the dark bothered me. Never anything specific. Just like you never know what's gonna happen in the dark. So that's one. But what I'm about to say is I always had a fear of I want you to imagine like a sidewalk. And now this doesn't just pertain to sidewalks. It's just very easy to imagine with sidewalks. And I still think about this to this day just because it was something that really, really bothered me as a child. Like, how people talk about like, oh, step on a crack, break your mother's back. Mine was, I didn't want to step on the cracks. Not because of that, but just because I didn't want to step on it. Like, there are tiles, so I'm going to step onto the inside of the tile. But I was always also worried, what if I step into the center of the tile and then where the cracks are or whatever forms the shape or the pattern of whatever you're standing in? Because like I said, it doesn't just pertain to sidewalks. It could be anything. Walls shoot up and then you're stuck there. You're just stuck in the shape that you have stepped into. So I wouldn't want to step on the cracks because in my brain, I'm like, no. There's a shape there. I need to step into the shape. But also in my brain, I was, what if the shape becomes an eternal prison? So, childhood fears are interesting, and I really do hope that monster was based off of a thing. I'm glad that it wasn't a devil because I saw the little like hoofy things. I was like, oh, okay, so it's just like a devil or whatever. I do like that the first time the door goes away, you can't see the hand. I alternatively wish, and I don't know, maybe the game, I doubt the game's programmed in this way, but it'd be really cool if the game was set up and like if there was a random roll like near the end, like whenever you're closing the door, if sometimes the door could close and the monster wouldn't get in, because that is alternatively almost just as creepy as the monster getting in. But if the monster didn't get in, we wouldn't get to see what I assume is based off of a childhood drawing that the creator made. So that was Make Sure It's Closed by corpsepile. I believe they have some other games. I've just been sitting here positing things, but we can come to their good old itch.io page and, oh, look, they have other games to play. You can come and play such games as Run to Nowhere, which I believe is also a minute-long horror experience, and Networking Event Simulator. That one also sounds like horror. That one might be the scariest one of them all. So that was Make Sure It's Closed by corpsepile. Link in the description. I didn't do the thing at the top. Link in the description so you can go and support the artist. Follow them on Twitter. Follow them on this thing, which, I mean, I guess I should get rid of my bookmarks folder and just follow people. That makes a whole lot more sense now that I think about it. Support the art. While we're here, there's a support this game button. You can also just run the game in the browser, but if you hit the support this game button, you come in here, you pay some money, and you get the game. They give you like a download, and it's nice and it's cool. So that was Make Sure It's Closed by corpsepile.